Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the announcement of the evening. And now, introducing to you, hailing from West London, United Kingdom, coming in by way of the dance hall and grime scene, it's Lady, your girl, Chann!
Yeah, because people, orthodoxies can't get it's just too hard. Like everything that will come down the middle, and orthodox won't actually see it.
Yeah, and you know what also helps with his power, and I want to also say this because I gotta give just due. Because he does it as well. You'll hear in any interview Tank mention 3 names, guys, and these 3 guys, they're special. And Anthony Peterson, Lamont Peterson, Mr. Anthony, Mr. Lamont, and Mr. Ty Barnett, killers. And we watched them. Like, there's an interview where all of us, this is the last boogie that Ty had in the city before he retired, and we were in the back, and that was the picture I was trying to find, where it was all of us grown up. We were in the back with Ty, and Ty they were known for, and this is gonna sound real familiar to you, Miss Chann, like 6 inch. That 6 inch, they would walk, pull, and then boom, they hear, and they would shoot right uppercuts, shoot bricks, and everything was 6 inch.
Yeah,
everything 6 inch, nothing wide.
Yeah.
And Tank, there's a video of Tank saying, "Man, no, man, when you saw them 3 walk in the Ray Leonard's gym, walk into any arena, you know somebody was getting knocked out, flatline. It was, you knew what time was." And Tank aimed at that. He was enamored by that, and you see him do it to them. When Coach Cal tells him, "Tank, do you respect him?" "Nah, all right, walk this kid in." What did you see him do against Leo? Pull, slide, boom, then shoot the like that's definitely this area, you know. So that's beautiful.
Is that kind of ingrained in him? So he's kind of like got a memory of that. That's like his choreographed,
mentally choreographed.
Oh my God, you couldn't even help me. Choreographed. Yeah.
Hey, I got hit in the head for 20 years, all right?
You watched me suffering there. I was like, I could see the word in my head, but it just wasn't coming out. Choreographed kind of like move. It's just innate. Stop laughing at me. I'm going to get you. I am. All right. So when this lockdown's over, I'm coming down to Maryland. Me and you going to spar.
I don't want no smoke. None. I don't want no problems.
No, you gotta take a trip here though. It'll be wild.
Yes, I was gonna come right before COVID too.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be here still waiting. It'll be wild for you to come like that. You'll love it. It's just a total different vibe.
I love you guys. Real quick before we go to the next question, because I don't want to forget to say this. I love just everything about Across the Pond Boxing. I hate it when people from here, this has to be said before we go to the next question. I can't stand it when a lot of these reporters from here, you'll be surprised how many of these reporters from here had the biggest mouths but never experienced that 3 minutes. They be the main ones to say, "Oh, they got to come over here to make a big name." You guys are filling up 100,000 seat football arenas, stadiums. We filling up 10,000, like, all respect to Mr. Floyd. All respect to him, but look at that old picture when Jack Dempsey fought. Was it Jack Sharkey? I'm not sure if it was Jack Sharkey or it was like 110,000 people there. The Chavez fight with Sweet Pea and Anthony Joshua and Wyman Klitschko walking. Look at how far your fighters got to walk out the entranceway.
Yeah, he's
like, y'all got to walk out the entranceway from this far back. Like, it's that many people. Then you putting people on the floor. Y'all love y'all sport, and y'all are purists of y'all sport. The thing about England is that y'all actually love the crap. Winky Wright was appreciated in England more than he was here because he was that beautiful of a boxer. And I will always go there and love it there.
Yeah, it's really part of our culture, going back like 100 years. Well, of British culture. By the time Black people got here, then we put ourselves within it. And obviously, there are really great white boxers, but there's really great black boxers.
Yes.
Both sides of the pond. You know,
Yes.
you guys have got really great Latino boxers, Mexican boxers, black boxers. More than you guys got more like that, more than like great white boxers. Obviously, you've got some, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
but whereas here, it's a lot of great black British boxers.
Yes.
White, great British boxers as well. So all weight classes. So yeah, I know you guys rag on us and crack on us quite a lot, but hey, it's such is life. Such is life. But yeah,
loudmouth American. That's all it was. That's all that is being a loudmouth American that don't know nothing about nothing before.
But I think with social media, it's getting so much better that, you know, boxing channels, you know, are all from the US and from, you know, the UK. We're all on the same Zoom programs, and you know, I see us integrating a lot more, and I'd like to see it evolve even more. And that's why when I think of like people who I want to interview and different, like I'd like to get like a couple from America, couple from here. It'd be nice to get a couple from maybe, you know, like in the Philippines or something. But obviously, because of like times and the time zones, sometimes it's a bit difficult. But it's happening bit by bit, you know. And we've got social media, so it does help.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything happens in due time. Definitely. Have you got any
more tank stories?
Huh?
More tank stories?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I got some.
Go on then. Give us some.
All right. Pro. I remember his last amateur fight. I didn't make it to it, but I remember I was get people sending me pictures, and the whole city came out and said, "Oh man, this kid's gonna make a lot of good money at home and things like that." And when he turned pro, I think he was 3-0, and I felt so honored about it. He was like 3-0, and he fought at Showplace Arena, and where Andrew Council, Bernard Hopkins, all these great fighters fought that. Great local fighters, Jimmy Lane, and all these different guys fought there. And he was trying to change his name to Rambo. And I said, man, nah, man, we've always known you as Tank. Keep it that or whatever, you know. They don't. He did the one and all that stuff, but he will always be known as Tank. But I remember he was in such top shape because he was fresh out the amateurs, staying in the gym, and he was laughing in the corner. Him and Coach Cal and Coach Kenny. Me, Greg Newby, and my god sister Maya Ice Burrell. And Greg Newby retired undefeated, half man, half man. We sitting there talking, and you see Tank. Is they joking and laughing in the corner? They literally are having a full-blown conversation, not about the kid that he's across the ring from. They are joking, and Tank literally is laughing. So he gets off the stool, walks around the ring, dying laughing, and coach, all right, come here. All right, come here. All right, look. Let's go in there, do this, that, and the third. All right. Oh, mouthpiece. Give him. I was like, oh, this boy in top shape. This boy in tip-top shape. He went out there, stopped the kid. They said, all right, quit playing. All of a sudden, I heard Coach Cal say, all right, Tank, stop playing with your food. And as soon as he said it, Tank slid over, hit this kid, and it was over. And Tank got out and went to the crowd, dapped up everybody. And then he came over to me, Greg, and Maya and he said, dapped us up. And he dapped me up. He said, how did I do? How I do, Silk? Yeah. And I said, because my people know me real well. My nickname is Silk. And he goes, Silk, how did I do? And he goes, I said, man, you look beautiful. You stay in top shape, boy. You look beautiful. He said, for real? You think so? I said, man, you look beautiful, Tank. Yeah. You'll be fine. And like that meant I knew where he was going. And that meant a lot to me. That he said that. And then, then that's when he started getting 7-0, 10-0. Then I remember he took the flight to and it's all going to actually go right back to the Ty Barnett fight that night. He goes to Vegas, and they said they're going to put him in the doghouse. I say, he in top shape, he'll be fine. Because I knew he was in top shape. So, and I'm getting text messages back from people who are in the, hey, yo, Tanky, did you know he was coming? I said, no, I didn't know he was coming. Like, no, I mean, so next thing you know, he just broke a nose. He broke some pro's nose. Then he broke like 3 more that same day. He broke like, I want 4 or 5 noses. I think Ellie Setback has the interview. Like he talked to Tank, but I had already knew he broke like 4 or 5 noses that day. And Floyd said, hey, I'm about to say, he started taking them out. and he started wooing Tank, taking him and Josue Vargas out to go do this and the third.
Yeah.
And when he came back for Ty Barnett's last boogie in the city, and he had the chain, he had the watch on, and when he walked in the arena, he had a glow. When he came into the dressing room, he had a. It was just like what they said about Biggie. When Biggie finally, after he was about to release Life for Them, and he had the mink on, he had the champagne in his hand. It was like he knew, like, I finally made it. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
That was the look he had, and he dapped me up. He was like, "Hey, yo, what's up, Silk?" I said, "What up, Junior?" I dapped him up, and I said, "Man, I'm happy." He said, "Man, nice watch." I had an all go watch. It's in my room. He said, "Man," I said, "Man, that's a nice watch you got on right there. I'm trying to get like you." And he said, "Yeah, man, I said, "Man, I'm happy for you, man. Yeah. Everything that you've gone through with them 100 amateur fight, all the sparring, the stuff that people don't see, sparring, the running in the cold."
Yeah.
I tip my hat to you. He said, "Man, I appreciate that, especially from you, Junior, man. Thank you." I said, "Man, I tip my hat," and I was just so happy for him, man. So elated.
Yeah, he's doing well. When we was on the podcast talking about predictions, I predicted 60-40 Tank winning. But what did you think about that fight? In all honesty, did you think that Leo Santa Cruz caught the smoke? Because I did. There was points in that fight.
I was a little upset.
There was points in that fight where Tank was in trouble a lot.
Let me go on this one, Miss Chann.
Yeah.
You see, I love my friends that I grew up in the amateurs with. So, and the sad part is you have some guys in this city that once you say something constructive, not like constructive.
No, just
still want to see you do great. It's like, because what we're taught is take this criticism now, because if you don't, you're gonna take it from someone else with 8-ounce gloves on, and it ain't gonna feel nice. I can't believe Leo's gonna kick himself in the tail for the rest of his life when he watches that tape and see he threw 3 right hands, same interval, same speed. He didn't like boom, fell, whoa, no different look, nothing. He just kept on, and then you can't do that with no level pro and think you're gonna continue to get away with it. And Tank not gonna slide over and throw that uppercut or throw a hook. Now, Tank made some errors in that fight that he should not be making at that high of a level. One of the things is he went straight back constantly. One of the first things they teach us in the amateurs, stop going straight back. Either you only could go, when you go straight back or you pull out, you may go 6-inch step twice, but then dip, slide out the side door, or dip and pull in, throw your shoulder into his chest, lock his arm, walk him to the center of the ring so you can get away from the ropes.
Yeah.
Or you'll go straight back, lead right hand, step out the side door on the left side. Whatever way, but just don't continue to go straight back. And when did you see him continue to go straight back? And what did you see Leo do? Just keep throwing straight punches. And the points landed. You saw Leo, because remember, Leo fought my god brother in the amateurs. Leo fought Gary.
Okay.
And he fought Gary. And Gary beat Leo just off of, I said, yo, Sweet G, because Gary's nickname, quiet as is kept in our area, is Sweet G. We always call him. So I said, yo, Sweet G, what was it like fighting? Because I know he throws a lot of punches. He said, I just had to keep turning him. I had to keep turning because, his feet wasn't faster than mine. So I just turned him and kept the points. When you watch the first full rounds of the fight, it looked like a high-level amateur fight. You saw different amateur players. Like Leo, I fought at a high level in the amateurs, a very high level. And I'm going to show you that these early rounds. But certain things he was doing was stepping over, making Tank have to adjust, making Tank have to move when he didn't want to move, and landing certain shots where Tank should have been ready to pick and catch and then pull that stuff tight and then shoot his counters. But certain mistakes he was making that really frustrated. I saw Tank get frustrated and throw him. I saw Tank take some shots where he was pulling straight back, where he could have moved his upper body and rolled under some of that stuff and really, threw his weight on Leo. But Tank did some good things. He did some good things off the ship. His timing was on point. Tank time was on point. Wait, because you saw that uppercut was getting closer. It landed here.
Yeah.
And it landed here.
Yeah.
And it landed here. And then it got, it was little by little, breaking it down, breaking down the body shots. And Coach Cal, I have to say, because Coach Cal always check on, man, how your health doing? How you doing, man? Where you fall back? Where you always so I was so happy to see that relationship shine through in the corner, because you see Tank get frustrated, and when we sat on the stool and you see Coach Cal, hey, relax, Tank, stop, breathe, relax, go back to doing what we supposed to do.
He looked at Floyd at one point like, yo,
and which I can't stand, because I get it, I get he's your money, but you need the attention that much, Mr. Floyd. Like, let this man, like, he got him this far. Don't get me wrong, it's stuff that Floyd may say that Coach Kenny and Coach Kyle may be like, oh yeah, that too. But I don't care who you are, you don't want to hear multiple voices at one time. Because what happens when that day comes when one of them say something and he chooses to do one of them and get hurt, get caught, or whatever, or lose the round, anything. So he could have easily let Coach Cal say what he wanted, and then when the bell ring, say, hey, add on that. Hey, step over when you do that, do this. Exactly. You know, but Coach Cal was so just centered. Just so centered and smooth and poised that's my son. I know what my son need to do. Yeah, I got him, and you saw that shine through. But
sorry, go on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Chann. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He cannot continue to get enamored by his bricklaying. He can't, because I don't care who you are. Look at John the Beast Mugabe. 27-0, 27 knockouts. Gerald McClellan, Julian Jackson. But the fight that really comes to mind with Tank that I don't want to see happen to him is when Tito fought Bernard.
Okay.
Or when Frankie Randall fought Chavez. Yeah. Those punchers, they have a gift to land it at any spot and put a guy to sleep. Yeah. At the end of the day, this is a puncher sport. You could be doing everything right and get caught. And the worst is when you fall asleep.
Like, you make sure, Tank, that you have technique and don't just rely on knockout.
Yes. Because like I said, the kid I know from in Region 3 that was in those national, all those, that mug right there, the boy that forget the amateur, the boy that I just talked about at Showplace Arena that came and dapped us up, that mug was treacherous. That boy was mean. If that kid would have met Leo Santa Cruz, he would have got him out in full. I'm telling you, I know. Yeah. And a lot of it is staying in the gym, staying in shape. I would hate to see Tank lose off of discipline, more so out of discipline outside the ring than skill set in the ring.
This is what I'm saying. And then the fight with Gamboa comes to mind. Do you think that sometimes Tank waits too long to get, because I mean, he fucked up Gamboa, but then, you know, it was the 12th round. Like, do you think that was a bit of a long, drawn out bit of a process? Do you think he could have got Gamboa totally out there quicker? Was it a hard fight for him, do you think? Or what do you think?
It was hard because of outside the ring.
Yeah, because of his activity.
Let's be real. Like, let's be real here. You watching Tank, and you see him in there with Gamboa, and you see the punch output. I think it was round 7, he threw 15. Round 8, he threw 13. And I think it was round 9, he threw 17, I think. So, or 13, but around that range. Yeah. You could see he was looking for the second win, and he was able to do it because he had a guy in front of him that he had under control. And what helped this fight was he was in camp. He got that contract where it was like, oh, this is that contract where if I don't do good, they're gonna call me a flash in the pan. So you know what? I need to be in camp for 15 weeks. I think he was in camp for 12 weeks, something like that. And the thing about it is, when he fought Gamboa, all of it was attrition. All of it was more so him outside the ring, you know, the weight and, you know, other stuff You want to see that happens with some pro fighters. And I think, and I could say that about Tank because I feel like he has it under control now with being in Vegas and going into the fight with Leo. Yeah, we both hope so because I want to see him do good.
Yeah, because he does have problems with his weight and, you know, making the weight and, you know, having to be in sweatsuits and, you know, that mad extremes for someone so young. You know, you'd think that his discipline would be on par because at the end of the day, right, he's a professional athlete and he has to have the mindset to think like a professional athlete and have discipline. I know you're young and everybody wants a burger and everyone wants to that, but you just got to know that those things have to be mad limited and you can't afford to, because you're young, that your metabolism is going to kick in like, I can eat all these burgers for the next 8 weeks and then for the next 8 weeks to lead up to the fight, I'm just going to be in sweatsuits. Or as you get older, your metabolism starts to get slower. So I that's just my worry about him.
And you know that, you know, he's been used to the sauna suit since he was a kid, you know, because he's always been, you know, stocky. But you know, you never want to try to be 10 pounds over your fight weight. You know, you always want to walk around no more than 10. You know, so but I just don't want my friend to get beat one night and it's like, you know, my old friend from the Amateurs to get beat one night and it's more he got embarrassed or he got broken down because when those punchers, look at boxing history, pick any puncher you want. Once somebody took you cannot, I don't care, you're not knocking everybody out. It's gonna be one dude, and I could tell you this funny story. When Mr. Anthony fought Bam Bam Rios, you hearing stuff from other camps like, yo, Bam Bam walking around at 175 and then he made 135. And he looked like he was looked like a zombie and everything, right? Yeah. So Mr. Anthony made weight, both of them made weight. Mr. Anthony rehydrated to 139.5. And I think Bam Bam rehydrated to 155 or 156.4, 20 pounds, like 24 hours.
What class was this?
What'd you say?
What weight class was that?
Oh, 135.
Oh, 135. So
he rehydrated, Mr. Anthony rehydrated 4.5 pounds. Bam Bam rehydrated like 20 pounds. And if you watch that fight, Anthony outboxed him, had him turning, walking. And then you hear Coach Berry say, man, I want you to sit down on that stuff when I call it. And he dropped that stuff on it, and Bam Bam looked at him and laughed. And like literally laughed and walked him down and said something in Spanish I can't repeat, but you know that I know what he said. Yeah. And he started breaking. And what if that happens to take somebody that just can take that shot and they don't go nowhere? Because everybody already saying, you heard what Leo Favre said. He said in Spanish on the countdown, but I understood what he was saying. He said he's strong. He said it's muy fuerte. It's like he's very strong. But he also said, he said, after 6 we could get him. After 6 the fight will be ours. He's like a Clubber Lang. He's like Clubber Lang. He's gonna be strong early. We got to get him late. And if you look at that tape, his brother said it. His brother said, like, yo, after this we got him.